Hello, English teachers! Are you ready to power up your English class? Here are some tips for managing interactive activities. Managing classroom activities can seem overwhelming at times, but they can be done really well when students are grouped appropriately for activities and given clear guidelines for their participation. For many students, our classrooms are the only place they get to practice using the target language with others. So we want to give them time to move around and talk to one another as much as possible. Grouping students can be an exciting way to randomize learning opportunities and create purposeful interactions. Some simple ideas for randomly grouping students are giving each student an item that they have to use to match up with the person who has that same item. For example, you could give students a colored card like red, blue, or yellow, a cutout shape like a triangle, square, or circle, or numbered pieces of paper when they walk in the classroom. Keep it simple, and you can reuse these items throughout the year. For students who catch on to the strategy and try to trade items before the activity, you can always change it up by saying, match up with the person who has a color that makes green or purple with your color, so that they will have to find somebody with a different color. You also can add complexity to randomizing groups by having them solve math problems and those with the same answer grouped together. Or passing out city names and then having students group together by the country where those cities are located. Another way to encourage all students to participate in group activities is to assign students a role or task to do throughout the group work time. You could also have students periodically choose their roles, which gives them a sense of ownership and provides accountability. Example roles could include encourager, manager, timekeeper, secretary, and reporter. Here are some sample descriptions of what the roles of team captain and facilitator are responsible for doing in a group activity. The team captain encourages all team members to participate, makes sure everyone in the team is following the group norms, helps team members find compromises when they disagree, fills in the role of any team member absent. The facilitator gets the team started right away on the task, makes sure everyone understands the instructions of the assignment, collects and distributes materials to the team, organizes the task so that everyone can participate. When using student roles in your classroom for projects and activities, it is important to make sure that students have a bank of phrases and vocabulary to use for when in each role. This could be an engaging activity in itself for making a list of things one would say when playing each role. For example, what might the encourager say to the group members throughout the activity? The encourager might say phrases like, "That's a good idea," "Nice work," or "Good job." Write these phrases on an anchor chart, like this one, that is visible to students throughout the group work time. Another idea is to create a reference sheet of the classroom roles that students can keep and refer to for these types of activities. Establishing guidelines and expectations for group work, such as noise level, transitions, and getting their attention, is helpful to do right before breaking out into groups. An idea for monitoring noise level is to show a visual of a stoplight, with green being an appropriate noise level, yellow being caution for getting too loud, and red for being at a noise level too loud for group work. You can use an arrow marker to indicate which level they are on throughout the activity time. Some ideas for transitions between activities are to use a timer so students can see the countdown for when they should have finished their transition to another activity, or play part of a song from the target culture as an auditory cue to move to the next activity. Attention getters can be used to quickly get students' attention, to make an announcement, or give the next set of instructions during a group activity. Using a catchy phrase is a fun way to get students' attention. For example, you could start the phrase, 1, 2, 3, and the students then respond, eyes on me. Or you could use a sound maker, such as a bell, a clapper, or a musical instrument. These are fun ways to prompt students' attention toward you. The louder and more interesting sounds seem to always catch students' attention. As a final note, establishing expectations for group work is key to successful interactions in the classroom. Having these norms will allow for some controlled chaos and encourage more constructive communications, which is what contemporary language learning is all about. Thanks for watching and learning. Now let's go do it.